Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this reading. It is so late. I made the mistake of taking a nap earlier. So here we are. This is going to be a love reading. First, I'm going to pull some of my oracle cards that I made. There's 80 cards. They're basically based off of traditional tarot with the loosely based interpretation. I kind of went through like each card and thought about the meaning and thought about how to make it into like an oracle. And that's what we did. So let's see. They're kind of like business card. Not kind of like they are like business card. Texture. So I have this lip gloss on, and lip gloss and a cat really don't mesh well. Thank you, Spirit. Can we have an oracle card to begin? 1, 2, 3, however many. I might have to intuitively pick. Financial opportunities. That's a good way to start a love reading. Masculine energy. Let's get one more, Spirit. There's one more. Oh, there we go. And self-imprisonment. So let's see, you get financial opportunities. Number 71. You have new financial opportunities opening up to you. It's up to you to recognize and take action as they come up. Stay open to generosity and accept help if offered. That kind of sounds like my last reading a little bit. Masculine energy was next, but I'm going to read self-imprisonment first because it's in the same book. 68. Let's see. Feeling trapped, helpless, stuck in your head about something. Give yourself time and take a step back. Realize you are your own worst enemy, and the only thing keeping you stuck is your own thoughts. Masculine energy. We all have aspects of masculine and feminine energy, regardless of gender. Right now, you are being called to stand in your masculine. A strong, focused, deliberate call on this side of you to weather any storm and stay solid while you work out the plan. All right. So, you have financial opportunities coming, so get out of your head and be a man about it. That's what I heard. Whatever be a man about it means. Being stuck in your head really is being your own worst enemy. You start to be like closed off to other people and defensive. And it's hard to talk to somebody when they're like that, because you don't know what to say, because anything you say is going to be twisted and seen through the lens of their projected anger, and it's a hard place to be. But it's hard to get out of your head too. To realize that it's really you keeping you in your head, and you can just kind of like change the way you're thinking when you're like so stuck in it, right? So many times you see people who are so angry from being hurt project the hurt onto others without even realizing it, because they're so hurt and so wrapped up in their hurt, they don't realize they're hurting people too. So anyways, about this love reading. Sorry, I'm crunching in your ear. Alright. I'm not feeling that. Okay. Okay, Spirit, please tell me the current energy of love in Collective's life right now. What's the current energy? Sorry, it's the season. I used to not get allergies. Now I get kind of like dried out, I guess. What's the current energy for love? Okay, alright. It's the devil. This is a stained glass deck. Somebody I watched has one of my decks that I used today. I was like, oh, I have one of my decks. It's one of my favorite ones too. Alright. What does Collective's heart truly desire? What do they truly desire? You might be in what you might call a toxic relationship if the devil is your current energy. What do they truly desire? It could be a Capricorn, but I feel like it's, you know, it's supposed to be the energy of the situation, so I feel like it's probably a toxic relationship of some sort. Karmic, like you're tied to it. You could be okay. Your current situation is the devil, and surprise, surprise, your heart's true desire is the Ten of Cups. Looks like we're telling a story today, boys and girls. Okay. What is blocking Collective from attaining their ideal love? What's the blockage? Why are they stuck with the devil and they want the Ten of Cups? Temperance. Patience, number one. But perhaps you need to work on some things first. You need to balance out, you know, you need to be balanced before you can, if you want the Ten of Cups, you have to be ready to work for and put effort into a relationship to get to the Ten of Cups. It's just not going to happen. You're not in a place to be able to put in the dedication it's going to take for that. Let's see. With some guidance. With some guidance about this. feel like you also have to, like, you need to love yourself. You need to find your self-worth. Four of Wands for your guidance. I'm taking as I'm going to take these cards, but the Four of Wands I was taking as work towards your own stability, and whomever's supposed to be there with you will be, right? And then the Hierophant. Okay, so here's the Four of Wands. The Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune came out. I'm going to take that as part of the guidance. I think you're not done learning some stuff. You still have things to learn. You still have knowledge to gain. You still have balance within yourself to find. You still, and with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like it's divine timing. It's gonna happen when it is. Temperance is also divine timing. So also with the Hierophant, I feel like, and the Four of Wands, you know, this is definitely like a divinely guided relationship. I'm not gonna use twin flame or any soulmate, maybe anything like that, to any toxic terms that are out there. But it does seem to be a relationship in the cards, meant to be type of thing, right? Is it a lesson? We don't know. Or is it going to be your good karma for whatever left you in this devil energy, for your love energy? So it must be just, you have to be like still bound to negative relationships in the past, and you're a little jaded, you know, and you're like, I just want to be happy. You're like, all I really want is to be happy. I can't sing loud, it's late. But your guidance is, it's coming. Yeah, it's like, without a doubt. Are there any current potential, is there any love energy around you? Any potential love energy floating around? This will be like marriage or a real serious. Once this comes in, no, that was didn't flip over. Any potential love in the air. I'm looking for 3 cards in particular, but you can get more. Any love in the air right now. 4 of Swords. Ace of Cups. And 4 of Pentacles. You could have an air sign, a water sign, and an earth sign after you. I feel like you do have someone who is trying to figure out a way to, or thinks about, you know, has a conversation with themselves in the mirror of how to offer you, how to approach you. But I feel like they don't know if they have enough. That's what I'm getting. You know, they don't have enough, or like they're trying to, not yet, they don't have enough yet. Like they feel like, you know, where you need to learn things, I feel like they need to accomplish some things too. So nobody's saying anything. I don't know if you know who this person is. Oh. I also want to see what are the signs? I haven't put this in so long. Okay, 4 swords. Alright, so the 4 swords is a Libra. Ace of Cups is a Scorpio. Four of Pentacles is a Capricorn. So there's that. All right. What is a message from future self for collective about all this? Yeah, I kind of feel like this person thinks about approaching you, but they're trying to build their own future. What's message from future self? The Fool. Take a risk. Yep. Take a risk. You know, looks like you'll be starting a journey of some sort. You know, I think it's also like, don't be afraid to fall, right? Just go. Just enjoy the moment, even if it doesn't work out. Don't put so much pressure on, oh, I want to get married, and it has to look like this, and blah, blah, blah. Don't, just listen, if someone makes you happy, enjoy it, because that's so rare. Alright, I think, bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups. Yeah. You might be, like, what do I do? Like, well, I don't know what I would do if I ever decided to, like, try and date. I don't know. What do you do in 2026? I don't know. Last time I dated was like 2002? 2001? Really? Yeah, that's a long time ago. I don't particularly think I was good at it then either. I think you had to still come to my house. Yeah. Alright, let's clarify this. And definitely the people come to me person. Alright, Spirit, can you clarify this devil for the overall energy, please? Please and thank you. tell me a little more about the devil energy, please? Nope. Nope. Here we go. The Tower. Yeah. You've had bad experiences in the past. I don't know how recent. So we've got the, well, here's the Tower. These cards are really pretty too. But then also Two of Swords and Ace of Pentacles came out. So I feel like you, I think your ex is trying to swoop back in. And I think you're like, ugh, but it's hard. But yeah, no, don't do that. Because if you have patience, your true counterpart is going to come in. What is, what does your heart truly desire? Well, tell me what is Ten of Cups. It's not the Tower, and it's not the Two of Swords. Ace of Swords. Truth. Clarity. Honesty. Someone who's, you know, upright. You know, enlightenment, like, conversations, intelligence, like, there has to be some substance to it. You have to be able to have a conversation with this person. You know, maybe this ex, maybe all they have is money. Maybe that's what the draw is. The Moon. Yeah. You want the ultimate love. You want truth and clarity and honesty. You want, you know, the Moon. I'm taking that for what your heart desires is some mystery, some romance, some, you know, pillow talk, some, you know, all those things. Some magic. What is blocking you? Six of Wands. Six of Swords. I think this is part of, confirming, kind of wrapping up, not wrapping up because we're always healing, but wrapping up the healing and then moving away from this past situation or this particular ex, right? Yeah. What's blocking you is you need to get out of that situation before you can be victorious in this. So you have to have patience until you're able to be in the right place. Something around you or something, yeah. You have to stop a repeating pattern. And leave that behind, like for real. And then once you do that, love yourself enough to do that. And again, it's all in divine timing, but once that happens, then things can kind of open up to let the right one in. What is guidance? What was guidance? What's more about this? Four of Wands, Hierophant, and Wheel of Fortune, please. Judgment. And the Nine of Swords. So Judgment and the Nine of Swords on top of you know what? I feel like for the guidance that is telling you to stop and assess what is it that keeps you up at night, or what kept you up at night with this past person or with past people, or what do you not want? Assess that. And kind of look at what is your behavior that keeps attracting the same person, right? The Hierophant, I can take that as if you need to seek out therapy if you're really having a hard time getting over this person. Because jumping into the next relationship's not going to do you any favors if that's what you're trying to do. I don't necessarily get that, but yeah. Part of it is going to be kind of, again, don't be too rigid with checking off the boxes, but making a loose what you really want the relationship to look like. When you get to that stability, that checkpoint, and you look next to you, what do you want standing next to you? You want someone who's gonna want to marry you if that's something that's important to you. Someone who's gonna teach you, keep you thinking, be with you the next time the wheel turns. Yeah. You don't want to deal with another fucking narcissist, jackass. Someone who's so has such a lack of self-awareness. That's what I'm getting. You're like, oh my god, please. I think it's coming in. Like I said, I think you just need to do a little more healing. And let's see about this person. Tell me about this person or people who are potential love in the air for collective. Tell me about these, the Four of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I think, you know, part of your guidance is like, don't go crazy thinking like you're destined just to have jerks come in, you know, because I don't think that's the case. I think you have to see if you're the common denominator in all these jerks, right? So what is it about them that you're picking? Okay, Ten of Pentacles. And Seven of Cups. The Sun and the Seven of Pentacles. And let's see. I just have one more for those Four of Pentacles in particular. Thank you, the Hermit. That makes sense. Okay. So we have the Four of Swords. We have Ten of Pentacles and Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel like that goes right along with you thinking about best case scenario, how to go about it, trying to make your plan and stuff like that. You know, you're thinking of the Ten of Pentacles as the outcome, and like Seven of Cups, it's like, what do? How do I use what I have to get what I want, in a way, and you being what they want. Ace of Cups. We have the Sun and Seven of Pentacles. So, you know, they're thinking about how do they present you with this offer, or how do they approach you, and you know, what seeds should they plant. You know, they're trying to like make all these plans and try to figure out the best way to have it grow. You know, and especially with the Sun. How do I go about this properly? So they're thinking of everything, like, how do I approach you? And they want to kind of like take it slow and make sure it's right, to make sure it is blessed by the Sun. You know, I really feel like whatever they see in you, it's really like warming their heart, and they really want I think they're trying to figure out this feeling. And Four of Pentacles with the Hermit, yeah, they're just trying to figure out I feel like they're trying to kind of like build the confidence, make sure they can bring something to the table. You know, maybe they know what you've been through. The Hermit is a Virgo. I know that. I think the Sun is Leo, maybe. Let's see, tell me about the message from future self. Tell me about the Fool. Almost there. Some more, please, for the Fool. And I'm going to bed for the night. The Emperor. I think you're about to meet your Emperor. You know what? They said financial opportunities too. Look at Ten of Cups. Aw, you got your Ten of Cups. Emperor could be Aries. But the Emperor's like, you know, they have a little thing about them. Yeah, Page of Cups. A surprise love offer. And I'm taking this as use your intuition, because whomever you just thought of that this might be, it is. And that's for those of you who know the person. Those of you who don't know the person, it's going to be a surprise. You might know them, but you don't know. You have no clue. For some of you. Some of you, you know. You kind of know. You're like, I know who this is. That's so cute. You got your Ten of Cups. That's so cute. Knight of Wands, yeah? Yep. Knight of Wands at the bottom. They're making their way into you. It's coming in. That passion. They're like, I'm doing it. Let me get some dice action. Let's see. 2 and 2. If that means anything to anybody. 22. 2/2, February 2nd. There you go. Alright guys, thank you. I hope you gained some insight for this little love reading. Like and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.